I am at the most beautiful botanical garden in Lake Como, and in this video I am going to share with you all the lessons that I am going to learn from here, and I am going to apply in my gardens, and you may apply these methods or lessons in your garden too. Okay?
Greatness.
I am at Villa Carlotta, one of the most beautiful botanical gardens in Lake Como. This is a shade garden. So pretty. Right here they have like a slope broccoli garden. And right here what I just learned. This is scented geranium, one of the good cut flowers / foliage that you can add in your flower arrangement. When you rub the plant, the leaf, and smell it, I just learned that they are one of the plants that gonna do good without a lot of water. Because here they grow on rocks, right? Not a lot of moisture in the soil, but they survive, they thrive. I want to show you that you can grow cut flowers in a semi-shady area like these hellebores. One of them are blooming right here. They are grown here underneath these big trees. And also there's hydrangeas too that you can grow in a semi-shady area. Look, you don't need full sun all the time. That's the lesson I learned today. That's somebody's house on the hill. You gotta need to come here if you visit Lake Como in Italy. At the same time, hydrangeas can be grown in full sun too. Yeah, if you water them a lot, they can be grown in full sun. What I see here is ground cover, but what I learned is the contrast of colors. You have the blue Falska grass here, which contrasts with the red heuchera. Now you have this lemony variegated English ivy, and now darker green, some kind of ground cover. Everything just looks so cute together. I will definitely do this at home, and you should do too. Here's bamboo garden that I will not take it home with me because bamboo can spread very easily in New Jersey. What I see here is azalea blooming in June. They are one of the most beautiful cut flowers and last forever in flower arrangement. So what I learned here is that I should grow all kinds of azalea, including the one that bloom in June, okay? Because the one that I have at home bloom in around April. If I grow one variety like this that is a late bloomer, I can cut them in June and use them for my flower arrangement too. They grow all kinds of succulents on the rock, including this jade plant too, elephant jade plant. Look at the jade plant. So here's what I learned. If you're in Italy, you can grow jade plant, outside of your house. But if you live in New Jersey or colder climate than Lake Como, you shouldn't do this because winter gonna kill this 1000% in New Jersey or similar area. So don't take this lesson at home. You can take your jade plant outside, in summertime, but not plant them in the ground like this. I learned that we can grow oranges on an arbor like that. They just grow house plants in the garden. This is crazy. Yeah, those are house plants in New Jersey, but there are shade plants here in Italy. Look at how they play with the colors. This is something that I will definitely bring it home with me to, play with the colors. Although it's a shade garden, but, add some variegated white color, brighter color, to just cheer up the spot, not to make it too dark. Like this spot could be all green, but they have a pop-up red, variegated white color, lemony green right there, and darker color right here. I used to believe in like repetition of color of type of plants, planting the same kind of plants, same kind of variety in flower bed and, spread them around. But in this garden, I learned something new. You can just plant whatever colors and varieties you want, like this hydrangeas garden. This is all kinds of hydrangeas because I guess in this spot, the hydrangea is doing so good. So they just plant all kinds. It's like a collector garden. And I will definitely try this at home. I'm gonna break all my rules. Look, they just plant the regular white hydrangea with the lace cap hydrangea right there. And right here we have the oak leaf hydrangeas. And look at this. White lace cap, purple, pink, blue hydrangea, everything all together. You know what this reminds me? Daniel from North Lawn Flower Farm, she always talk about her hydrangeas room, and this section of the garden just speak Daniel from North Lawn Flower Farm. If you're watching this, Daniel, I want you to say this. Jason's so excited about this tree. It's just so big. It's just so big. Look at them. Oh my god, it wouldn't fit in camera frame. I have no idea what the net is for. I mean, they grow lettuce and of course basil. That's tomato. If you live in Italy or Europe somewhere, if you know what this hoop with a mesh here for, please let us know in the comment, okay? I have no idea. I don't think it's gonna prevent the bird. The bird gonna eat lettuce? I don't know. The bird gonna eat basil? I don't know. Instead of green English ivy, you can grow variegated ivy to brighten up your shade garden. That's the coolest tree trunk I have ever seen in my life. That's the olive grove. Blackberries, but not black yet.
We've been sliding since I don't remember when. In and out of consciousness. While others might be stressing out, we rely on our side to help us out. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we used to be. So life is different than we imagined it would be. We're not the first, we're not the last. While others may be restless too, we were always far ahead, me and you. And it's obvious now, finally, I know you're gonna underplay it, but it's time to move on from this. We're derailing, and we're not what we used to be.
Gnocchi.
I am standing here at Bellagio, one of the most whimsical, beautiful village in Lake Como. People call it here the Pearl of the Lake. And I am so excited to find the lessons that I am going to bring it home with me about planting, about the flowers, about the landscape. The trees right there have the shape like that because they keep trimming them. A lot of us, including myself, are so afraid to trimming our bushes and especially the trees. But to achieve the look like this, you have to cut them. This is what I have seen again and again and again on Lake Como. It's like a half hanging basket that attached, not attached, like hang from the wall. You see? Look. They just make bare wall so much more interesting. I mean, yeah, come on, people. Oh, look at this Cranery Garden. So pretty. It's so random. Here we have Gara. Some kind of wildflowers. Wildflowers.
Nee, das ist für die Flasche. Gut. Ja, oder?
It's like a they do like competitions for things, so like they grow like vegetables, and they take this.
Look at how they grow strawberries on the rock wall. See, they build like a half part on the wall, even the stone wall. Look at the olive tree. See, they keep topping it right there. Look at that. Good point. Come on, people. I always underestimate planters. I never thought that, planter can make it a big deal. When you have a nice planter, no matter what you plant on it, it's gonna look pretty. This just like typical dragon wing begonia. But when you plant them on a nice planter, they just look so much prettier. Also the setting, the background, the floor, really complement the flowers.
There they are.
We are at Villa Balbianello, one of the most beautiful villa on Lake Como. It's like a high-end, and we had to walk like half hour from the dock to here. And I am so excited to show you the lessons that I'm gonna learn from this villa and the gardens around it. And this is cypress that gardener here keep pruning and trimming them into like a pencil shape like this. And there's a lot more pencil shaped tree like this The most special thing about this garden is that the gardener keep pruning everything, make it topiary, and it's just so stunning. Even magnolia tree, they make it topiary. What the heck? And they also top those two pine tree. This is the craziest tree,
Manicure tree.
manicure topiary tree. All right, there, topiary. They even manicure the ivy that grow on the tree trunk. What is so special about the garden design of this place is that they grow trees, grow shrubs, grow flowers on an uneven landscape. Grow things on the hill and make them look uniform but at the same time interesting. And that is the most famous spot of this place, right there. Right there. People waiting on the line to take photo on that spot because that is in Star Wars Episode 2, the movie. Finally, we have that spot here, yay. Good. And look how they prune the tree. Just make the shape that is so cool. I don't think we can do this at home, and I am not going to do this at home because I don't want to die, you know. It's going to be so much work to do all these topiaries, but we can apply a little bit, like making a little row or fence of boxwood, like that would be doable. Or maybe prune azalea or boxwood or anything that can be topiary into a ball shape like that. Maybe buy a few stone planters. And that is the most famous tree in this place, the mushroom oak tree, that they keep pruning it into topiary. That crazy. I'm not doing that, but I can do like a little mushroom like this. Like this little guy. Can we buy this one, please?
Just the little one, right? Working pants?
I mean, like, I guess I should.
Probably 4 or 5 years ago, we watched Monty Don World Tour World Gardens Tour. So he went to different region in France and different region in Italy. You know, he went to Naples, and in the very last scene, he went to Lake Como. And that's why I want to come to Lake Como. We've been to France last year to follow his journey. Lake Como is like my second choice. Like,
I didn't know that.
yeah, that's why, you know, you're here. Thanks to Monty Don. And he went to the Villa Carlotta, right? And Villa Balbianello? No. Balbianello,
Indeed.
right? But he didn't go to the villa that we are going to take you to, which is Villa Monastero.
Villa Monastero.
Monastero.
So these villas were Catholic owned. So they were filled with like priests or nuns.
Yeah, the Bianello too is
That's Balbianello.
yeah, it's created by a cardinal. Then some like Italian explorer bought it, and he grew that tree into like a mushroom shape because it reminds him of mountain that he been to.
Gotcha.
So that's one of the lessons that I want to share with you. when you create your garden, like try to have a story in your garden, not to grow things because Crane said so, not because Daniel said so, not because Laura from Garden Answer said so, you know. Grow something that means something to you, you know, and look, it's just like become a world-class garden. By the way, we're going to the Monastero, which this garden Monty Don didn't go to, but I'm going to take you to, okay? And Villa Monastero is in Varenna, the most romantic, one of the most romantic village in Europe. Right here in front of us. I need to take back my comment about pruning the cypress pencil tree. Look at this tree. They grow on the mountain too, like on top of the mountain. Look at that, on the very top of the mountain. Nobody gonna prune that. That doesn't make any sense. But guess what? I think they probably prune some of it, maybe a little bit of it. I can see right there, they're pruning. And maybe on the mountain, maybe they just go like pencil, but they just make it look more neat when they are in the garden. For the piece like that, they're probably gonna cut it. Look at that. They trim some of it. Look. But anyway, the tree itself looks like a pencil. This is the pencil cypress tree. Common name is Italian cypress. This is why I hate people. Look at that. Why do that to plants? Aren't they embarrassed by putting their name here? Lucy, shame on you. Oh my God, why? Why? What I see here, they incorporate palm tree right here in the garden, right? It's something that we cannot grow in New Jersey or colder climate. They just take advantage of the tree, the plants that going to do good. This confirmed my lesson that we should always grow something that's gonna look good, gonna look great, gonna be happy in our garden, in our own climate. When you grow plants that fit to your climate, they are going to be happy. And when they're happy, they're gonna look more beautiful. Seem like they're planting more plants right here. It's important that you use drip line, okay, when you plant new shrub, like I mentioned in my last video. How's your leg?
Good.
You sure?
Perfect.
You see this pathway is pretty narrow, but they design the garden with height, with this very skinny palm tree, which make the garden look bigger and more complicated, although they have very limited space. Look at the palm tree grown on a walkway. Another. I need that planter in my life. Come on. What I see here, they have all green, right? They don't play with the colors contrast, but they play with the texture contrast. You see the fern right there? contrast with the big leaves plant here. I don't know what it is. And here we have a spiky grass-like plant. Have that as a background for these big leaves here. Just make it look more popping, look more interesting. They are all green, but I just love how they play with the texture so much. Here we go, Herb's Garden. Wow. How cute. Do you know that I never liked palm trees until I come to this garden? They just incorporate palm tree in a way that's so unique, and I don't know. I just like them. This is what I want to do at home. Succulent bowl like this. This is doable. I just looked it up and find that the technique for pruning the tree right to the knuckle again and again and again every year called prolotting. This way they contain the size of the tree and also create dense shade for people underneath the tree. Oh look, if you don't trim or prune the Italian cypress, it's gonna look like that. That's when you trim it to make it look more uniform. These two are not trimmed, not like a perfect pencil. Look at this, all kinds of colliers that they collect. I really love this one.